Assalamu alaikum. Good morning, boys. Hope you are all good. Welcome to International Jazan Science School. Today I will teach you the past continuous tense. So please listen carefully about this sentence. This tense, okay? Its rules and how and where to use it. Okay? The English Grammar Book, chapter number 3, chapter 22, page number 75 to 77. The past continuous tense. Okay, as I told you about present continuous, in which we talk about any action happening in present. In the same way, past continuous is also about the action in progress but in past. Okay, past continuous tense is to be describe an action or activity going on at some time in the past. Okay, for example, I was speaking to my younger brother. I was speaking to my younger brother. I was speaking, not I am speaking. Okay, I was speaking to my younger brother. The boys were going to school. Okay, these are actions going on in the past, not present. In the past, the action going on in the past. Okay, now how do we form the past continuous? In affirmative form, subject plus verb to be in its past form plus verb plus ing plus complement. Okay, so subject plus to be means were or was were. Okay, plus verb plus ing plus complements. Okay, like I, she, he, it come to was. Okay, we, you, they come with were. Okay, I was eating, she was watching TV, he was eating. Okay, we were eating, you were watching TV, they were watching TV, like that. Okay, understand? This is past continuous form. Okay, now rules that you need to remember about this tense is, what is the rule for past continuous? Singular and plural. If the singular person is there, then we use was plus ing for singular. Okay, for wahid we use was plus ing. That means if the action is nafar wahid, that means singular. Okay, wahid plural jama. Okay, singular wahid use was plus ing, plural use were plus ing. Okay, even for I we use was. I was. Okay, as is singular. With singular I we use was as in singular. Okay, here are some rules for affirmative sentence, then negative and question. For negative we use subject plus was were. That means we use was or was according to the subject is singular or plural. Okay, if the subject is singular, then we use was. If the subject is plural, then we use were. Okay, so subject plus was were plus not plus verb plus ing. Okay, for example, she was cooking all morning. She was cooking all morning. Okay, for negative we use subject plus was were according to a subject. That means if the singular, if there is a plural, was or were plus not plus verb plus ing. But by that means we here add as a not because of the sentence is negative. Okay, so she was not sleeping when he came home. Okay, now the question. For question, what will be questions? In questions, the was or were come to first. Okay, like this was, were, according to the subject, was or were plus subject plus verb plus ing. Okay, so was she sleeping when he came home? And after that, after the finish this sentence, we put a question mark. Okay, usage to describe further action. While I was washing the dishes, I heard a loud noise. To describe what someone was doing at a particular point in the time. I was working in the garden all day yesterday. To express interpreted action in the past. I was driving to work when I crashed my car. To describe repetition and irritation, he was always complaining in class. Okay, so now uh, do when do we use it? Okay, when do we use the past continuous? We use the past continuous to talk about an action in progress at a specific time in the past. Okay, for example, at 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock, what is it? The 8 o'clock is a specific time. Okay, asking for a specific time. What were you doing yesterday at 8 o'clock? The answer is I was watching the news on TV. Here is asking about the specific time, exact time at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. Okay. So what is doing at 8 o'clock? I was watching the news on TV. Okay. Now the next one is they were watching TV when the bell rang. The past continuous is was were watching. Okay, but when we are talking about the simple past, so that means only rang. That means the verb is second form rang. Okay, when the bell rang. Okay, but here see they were watching. Were watching, that means past continuous. Okay, according to subject, here we use were, not was, because of were is were coming with plural. Okay, jama. Okay, understand, boys? Okay, come to the next. You can see the difference between past continuous and past simple. An action A. An action A was happening in the past when an action B interrupted. That means if the action is going on, but if the interrupted during that, this is the difference between past continuous and past simple. He was having a shower. This is the action A. An action A. What action was happening in the past? Okay. He was having shower. The B. The phone rang. The B interrupted that action. Okay. The phone rang. During the shower, the phone rang. He was having a shower. The phone rang. See this, while he was having a shower, that is the action A, an action A was happening while while he was having a shower. This is the action A. Okay, the phone rang. This is the action B. Okay, he was having a shower. He was having a shower when the phone rang. This is action B. That means interrupted. Okay. Now come to the next. Difference between when and while. When is a short action plus short action. Past simple tense. While long action. When we are talking about when, that means we are talking about the short action. But past simple tense. While is long action. Past continuous tense. Okay. I was watching TV when Jim knocked the door. I was watching TV when Jim knocked the door. I was watching TV when Jim knocked the door. Okay. When Jim knocked the door, when you are using the when starting the sentence, then you complete between the sentence, so you use the comma. Okay. When Jim knocked the door, comma, I was watching TV. In the previous sentence, I was watching TV when Jim knocked the door. We are adding the sentence with when. Okay. But here the when come first, then we use comma between the sentence. When Jim knocked the door, comma, I was watching TV. Jim knocked the door while I was watching TV. While I was watching TV. This is the between the sentence. Okay. Here while is coming first. While I was watching TV, there is a comma. Jim knocked the door. While I was watching TV, Jim knocked the door. But Jim knocked the door before Jim knocked the door, we put here comma. Okay. Now come to the next point. Open your book, page number 70, exercise. Exercise number 1. Circle the correct verbs to complete these sentences. Okay. Here is the sentence. You have to choose the correct verb and circle it. Okay. Manav and Arnav were playing football. We have to choose between played and were playing football. When the bell rang, was ringing. Okay. So Manav and Arnav were playing. Because of Manav and Arnav, they are the two, and this is the plural. Okay. So Manav and Arnav were playing football when the bell rang, not was ringing. Okay. Rang. This is simple past, and the first one is past continuous. Okay. I met, not I meet. I met Arefa at the market last week while I was shopping. Previous slide, I told you about the while and uh, while. Okay, when and while. So while before this while, this is the comma. Okay, because of while is coming first. I told you if the while is coming between, then we will not. But coming before while, we have here comma. Okay. I met Arefa at the market last week, comma, while I was shopping. Okay. So do the all exercises are already done, and do it like that. Okay. Exercise number 2. Complete these sentences with the correct form of the verbs in the brackets. Here is a verb. We have to write down the correct form of the verbs. Okay. Here the verb in the bracket, but we have to write down the correct form of the verb. I dash in the bracket do my work when the lights went out. I had to finish it by candlelight. So the sentence is now with the correct form of the verbs is I was doing my homework when the light went out. I had to finish it by candlelight. The second one is my mother. This is the dash. In the bracket, the verb is make dinner. Make dinner when the telephone rang. She dash. There is the bracket. In the bracket, the verb is get out of the kitchen, and there is the dash. Then bracket, there is the verb is go to answer it. Now we put the correct form of the verbs in the blank place. Okay. So the correct verb, the correct form of the verb is my mother was making. Okay, my mother was making dinner when telephone rang. She got out of the kitchen and went to answer it. Okay, understand, boys, all of you? Okay, do do it like that. Okay, all. Now come to the next exercise. Okay, this exercise number 3. Use the clues from the box to write what your family was doing yesterday evening using the past continuous tense. Sister doing homework, brother playing the keyboard, mother reading a book, father watching TV in his room, grandfather sleeping, grandmother knitting a sweater, uncle reading the newspaper, aunt writing a letter. The first one is already in the book. My sister was doing her homework. I already completed. So you complete. You also complete it. Okay. Okay, boys. Thank you. Thank you very much. You have listened to me. And goodbye. Stay safe. Stay home. God bless you, all of you. Love face. Okay, boys. Thank you.